everybody. Good evening, good morning, good day, no matter where you are in the world. I'm incredibly happy to be here with you. And I'm dedicated to this practice. I have made a commitment to be here online with you. I feel it's my mission, I feel it's my purpose, and I know that it's my strongest belief to create a community of people who also believe, as myself, that everything is doable, everything is possible, everything is achievable, and everything is available. And that's why I'm coming here on every night or every evening. It's Bali, 8 p.m. Because I am a strong believer that yes, we can change a lot on this planet Earth. We can change a lot in our life, in our appearance, in our way of thinking, and our existence. And we can, on the way to self realization, enjoying life, we can support other people, we can create a field of energy where we support our planet, animals, nature, and the history of where we're all going. Good morning. I think it's the lady who is in Florida saying hello. Thank you for being with me. I do appreciate you and your time. So yes, I am here with you and ready to do our daily practice. It's very powerful practice. It's amazing. Before I will begin, I'll share one story with you so we also will have people joining meanwhile. It happened to me yesterday, which was very, very beautiful in a way, that I was in a certain state where I think things were just coming easily to me. And I had a moment where I was touching the flowers I have here at home, just right here. And I was just arranging them nicely in a vase that I've got in a vase. And as I was moving flowers, I was thinking, gosh, I don't have any other um, vase for more flowers. And then I thought, wow, my friend is going to bring me flowers. I just kind of read it in the field. I knew she's coming and she's going to stay with me for a few days. But of course, I wasn't aware that she was bringing flowers. But the longer we practice that particular practice, more we expand as the consciousness and more information we can read from the field. I know it's just a little thing about the flowers, right? But same way you will be reading other people's energy, you will be knowing that, okay, I need to be here at that particular time because the door is opening for me there, or I might meet someone, or, you might attract the right partner, but you need to be at the right time and the right place, right? So those synchronicities are appearing and you are tuned more into that consciousness where everything is already happening and you're just tuning into the information where you need to be. Same way my mind tuned to the information that more flowers is coming my way. And of course, on that day, it happened. My friend came with a beautiful, beautiful bouquet with a massive flowers. I was like, and I was telling her, I knew you're bringing flowers. And she was like, how did you know? So, of course, I said, I'm a witch. I'm a good witch. And I do accept it. I had and still have psychic abilities, and there were times when I completely rejected it. It was scary because I could see my future and I saw my future 26 years up front. And I couldn't deal with it at the moment when I was 20. But now that I'm in my mid 40s, I'm okay with that. And I'm opening more and more. So Just a reminder that you coming online and doing this practice with me, of course, you will also be more tuned with what the universe has got for you. You will be reading the messages in the field. You will be knowing that someone is coming to see you, or you're going to be knowing little things like where to be, what to do, what is the right thing for you, what is your purpose. And slowly, step by step, you'll get there if you're not there. So please carry on by joining every time, and you'll see more synchronicities, more energy, more expansions, and more psychic abilities appearing in you, because it's all in the field. And when you're tuned, you just read it. It's fun. It's extremely um, interesting. It's just fascinating. So thank you for taking time and listening to that little story. I'll be doing like I would like to share with you as much as I can of the little stories, because I found them so fascinating and I'm excited to do so. To open up a little bit, some of you might be still closed for that kind of energetic world around us. And yeah, more miracles will be happening in your life as well, which are normal things. And I believe as human beings, we used to have much, much more abilities, like way more that we can remember. So, since there is a quite great number right now online, let's do this practice. I want you to sit in a comfortable position. If you can, close your eyes. If you drive a vehicle or you're operating any machinery at this moment, or you're doing some other work and it requires for you to have your eyes open, just feel free to have them open. That's fine. If you can close, it's better to close your eyes. And let's take a deep breath in and a big, big sigh out. If you can exhale through your mouth, I invite you to make a sound of a release, of letting go. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Great. Inhale into your belly, into your chest, into your heart, into your throat, into the top of your head. Exhale. Great. Take another deep breath in and a big, big, big sigh out. Great. And I want you now to simply become aware of your breath. Notice it's flowing through your nose. And as you're breathing, notice, how is your breath today? Meanwhile, relax your face, the forehead, that space we usually form between the eyebrows, and relax the rest of your muscles. Relax the muscles in your eyes and around your eyes. Relax your mouth, relax the cheeks and the tongue. Notice that the breath is there, it's just happening all by itself, and you're still aware of that breath. And now begin relaxing your throat, chest, arms, belly. Breathing in and out, in and out. Relax your hips. Relax into your hips. And notice that as the more you relax your body, the slower your breath becomes. Still being aware of your breath, breathing in and out through the nose, relax your shoulders. And just simply be aware that you're not your breath. You are witnessing your breath just flowing through your body. It's happening in and out, in and out. As you're relaxing more, letting go, and allowing yourself to slow down and take a moment to create more peace within yourself, more harmony in your life, knowing that that creates more peace on planet Earth. Breath is there, in and out, in and out. Body relaxes more as you continue being aware of your breath. In that moment, here and now, you realize that you're not your body. You're not your name. The breath is there. You're noticing the feelings. There might be some sensation in your body. But you also realize that you're not that. You're not any emotions, any feelings, any sensations, or anything that is happening in your body right now. The breath is there. It happens by itself. There is a certain intelligence in your body that is breathing in and out, in and out. And you're also realizing that you're not your mind. And because of that, you understand that you're not your thoughts, you are not your past, you're not your future. Breath is there, in and out, in and out. And you understand that you're not your weight, you're not any expectations of yourself, you're not any memories, you're not the clothes you're wearing, you're not your size, your shape, your job, any role that you have been imposed to be a perfect mother, a perfect woman, a young woman, or a woman that is beautiful, sexy, or wherever, or a man that is that needs to be in a certain way. Drop that identity that you were hypnotized into, that society is trying to frame you into. Forget about it just for a moment. Notice the breath is still there, you're fully aware of it. And notice that as you go through this practice, there is more and more spaciousness created in you. And you're realizing that you're not in any information that you were told about who you are. You're not your education. You're not your salary or wages. You're not money on your bank account. You're none of it. And you're still aware of the breath that is happening in you. But everything now is dissolving and is dissolved as you do your best. And for a moment, you make a decision to not hold any image of yourself. Drop that just for a moment. Breath flows in and out. And you realize that you're nothing that you can name. You feel peace, you feel more spaciousness, but you're also none of it. You're feeling that expansion. You're feeling perhaps much lighter. Something has shifted already in you, in the field, in your body that you are not, anyways. However, you can feel already some kind of a lightness, and there is a certain knowing of the essence. There is a deep connection with what you are when everything else has peeled off, when you unchained yourself from any beliefs, any limitations, any structure, and whatever that matrix is trying to impose on you, whatever structure, whatever your boss, your colleagues, or anywhere else your spouse is trying to frame you into. There is no need to think about it, just drop it, let it go. And you can connect more and more to the essence of what you are. And we can call it higher self, we can call it a being, we can name it a higher being, we can call it consciousness, higher consciousness, super high consciousness, awareness. However, we're going to agree to call it today one unified consciousness. You can call it as well, even God or divinity within you. Let's call it one unified consciousness or one infinite consciousness. And that's the only reality that you are. We have dissolved all the illusion that surrounded you. Because when you're not the body, when you're not your identity, the ego you identified yourself with, it equals your identity. When you realize that, you also feel that everything else around you is an illusion. Because if you do not really even exist right now on the level of where the game is taking a place, you understand that all and everything around you is the illusion of the game created through yourself, through the essence of who you are. And I want you now still realize that the breath flows through the body. Everything is happening in you, around you, for you. The energy is completely different. You feel now different. More lightness, more expansion, more connection to the inner being of what you are. And that's the only reality. You are that one infinite or unified consciousness. And being that what you are, and that something that hasn't got any name, even, but we just agreed to call it a certain way. I want you to, now that you have self-realized yourself and you have the feeling of the essence, the perfume of what you are, and as you taking a bath and showering yourself in that great feeling of what you really are, I want you to amplify the frequency of love and kindness many, many times over. And notice that is happening. Notice as you continue amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many, many times over, you feel the change within you, being that one consciousness, the infinite, the limitless something, divine and undescribable. You know your power and you know that you have created this game. You have created yourself, this avatar that is taking a game, participating in a game of life. So you can do anything, you can make any changes. So you can easily amplify the vibration of love and kindness 1,000,000 times over, 10 million times over, 100 million times over, even 1,000,000,000, because there is no limits to that, even zillion times over. And you feel it's already happening by your will. As you continue self-realizing yourself, being that something, that highest being, you continue amplifying the vibration of love and kindness over and over and over and over and over, and it keeps increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing, and it gets higher and higher and higher and higher. There is no limits to that expansion of that frequency, and that in that moment, that what you called your body can take, and the field around you begins vibrating of love and kindness zillion times over, and you can feel it in your heart. You can feel it in your skin, you can feel it in every limb, in your liver, in your kidneys, in your lungs, in your bladder, in your stomach. You can feel it in your body and every organ of it, and you can feel it in every single cell of your body. And that feels amazing. You might feel a tingling sensation in your fingertips. I'm already feeling it as I continue guiding you into that feeling of the frequency becoming the highest possible. And from that space, I want you to realize that there are many people on the planet Earth who are also doing this practice. And I do believe that people do this practice in monasteries, in ashrams, within communities. Many people doing the same practice, and they self-realize themselves being that one consciousness. And they also expanding and amplifying the vibration of love and kindness many times over. And it keeps growing and growing and growing, and it increases highly. It's so potent, it's magnificent. And you, as one unified consciousness, now keep expanding it. You're multiplying it million times, 10 million times, 100 million times, and you can feel it within yourself being that infinite consciousness that you are. And also at the same time, you spread yourself through every person on the planet Earth. And every person, as you self-realize yourself being in every person, each of them self-realizes themselves as that consciousness that you are. And they also continue amplifying the vibration of love and kindness and multiplying it many times over, and think it might be million people or 10 million or 100 million or billion or 8 billion people, the whole planet practicing it. And I do believe there will be times when people, that as many people even come together and practice it. It's our imagination. We can play here and imagine anything we want. Nobody's going to stop us. So 8 billion people doing the same practice and amplifying the vibration of love and kindness as much as possible, many times over, so 8 billion times over. And as a result, it all increases. And you can feel more and more of that absolutely fantastic vibration in your field, in your body, in your aura, in your emotional body, in your physical body, in every organ, every limb, every cell of your body. It's all vibrating with that absolutely phenomenal, magnificent, divine energy of the highest frequency of love and kindness. And now we are ready to invite into this field all the people that we love. So I want you to focus on the names. Think of your parents, your whole family, aunties, uncles, nephews, nieces. Invite them into this field. Of course, your siblings, if you do have any. Answer, let the field surround them with love and kindness. Think of your friends. Think of your neighbors. Think of all the people that you know and that you're keen of. And let them just be with us in that field of love and kindness, highest frequency we have created together. You might have more names coming right now to you. I'm going to give you a moment here and pause and also think of more names of people that I would like to invite. And now let's take a moment and invite all the people that we might not like. I know it might be a tricky one, but it's doable. And it serves the whole humanity, not only you, but the whole planet and the whole humanity. So do it for the sake of that. Think of who had triggered you in the past, or it could have happened recently. Who did you snap at? Think of your ex-partners, ex or current bosses, your colleagues, friends that you might have fallen apart, relationships. If your current relationship with your partner it's not okay. Invite your partner here. Think of all the people that hurt you, that even damaged you in some way, uh, or even abused you. Just invite them into this field. There is no need to forgive them right now. Just let them be in that field and let the field to work for you. Let the field dissolve any disappointments, grudges, resentment, any anger that is usually suppressed, any shame, any guilt, any embarrassment, anything that does not serve you and them, and give it a space. It might be uneasy to feel love towards an abuser or person who hurt your feelings. Longer you practice this, easier it becomes. You will be able to do it, and I believe some of you can do it already now. And it will be more doable in the future. So think of the names of or faces of people who you're not okay with. People who might have borrowed money of you but never returned. People who scammed you. People who weren't kind to you. People who were jealous or criticized you or humiliated you, and invite them into this field of love and kindness, and let the field of love and kindness surround them with the highest frequency of love and kindness, and dissolve anything that does not serve you and them anymore. And the change is already happening. The field is already working for you. It is dissolving any tension, any stress, any anxiety, any negative energy. And these people might actually call you, text you, apologize you suddenly, or just you might bump into them and they might ask you for forgiveness. You never know. It did happen so many times in the past. It might be happening for you as well. Lots of people reporting that suddenly parents who haven't spoken to them, or siblings, they're just coming back by texting and they want to rebuild their relationship. So things will be changing in your life. Notice that the breath is there, and notice that it's so much now lighter for you. In that field of love and kindness, to just be. You just feel the presence, and you know the field is working, and you know you are yourself as the highest consciousness, dissolving everything that needs to be dissolved, removing anything and everything from the body that plays the games that you used to believe that is you, from the aura, from the energy field of your emotional body. Eckhart Tolle called it pain body. In reality, it's an emotional body. Yoga describes it. And there's 7 koshas, there's 7 bodies around us. So the energy is being cleansed in all 7 bodies in your avatar that is playing this game of life right now. Feel, how does it feel different now? What had shifted right now that you feel it, you know it? You might not be able yet to describe it, but you know that the highest frequency of love and kindness has cleansed anything and everything for you that might have been an obstacle in your life in order to resolve the inner conflict with yourself and with other people around you. There are lots of people that are going around the world and they have a conflict in their mind, and they have a conversation with the person that they had misunderstanding with, that happened ages ago, a couple of years ago. There are people, I've met a woman, she had a conversation with her husband still, I think she said 10 or 20 years after they got divorced. She's still talking with him in her head. So think of that. You don't want to carry on being this person if that's your case, or you don't want to have the conflict in your mind with anybody, with any of your exes. You might be still proving to them that you're enough, that you're lovable, that look at me, how amazing you are. Or you might still carry on proving to your parents your self-worth. And many people hold this belief that I can't be myself in order to be loved. Many achievers, they got to believe that in order to be loved, I need to achieve something. And that, of course, is connected to the self-worth, self-belief, self-love, self-acceptance. So all the blocks, anything that does not serve you anymore is being dissolved, disappeared, cleansed, cleaned out of your aura, out of your body, out of your mind, out of your subconscious mind, out of your emotional body, physical body, and sent back to the universal consciousness to be dissolved, to be transmuted, transformed into the highest frequency of love and conscious and love and kindness. And so it can be sent back to you in that form. So every cell of your body is vibrating now the highest possible frequency of love and kindness that you can accept. Notice that the breath is there, that the body still breathes, but you feel different. There is a massive expansion happened already. And I want you now to invite yourself, that identity that you were holding in your mind, that image of who you believed you were before I dehypnotized you. And you dehypnotize yourself with just by being here and listening what I'm saying and allowing yourself to go through the process. So think of that identity you used to hold in your mind and give her or him as much love and kindness as possible. If you can physically wrap your arms around your body, hug yourself and give yourself as much love, as much of kindness and acceptance as you can. You might want to whisper to yourself, I love you, I appreciate you, thank you for playing the game of life. Thank you for being here. You're such a treasure. I'm proud of you. I love you. You're smart enough. You're intelligent enough. You're beautiful enough. You're gorgeous enough. You are talented enough, skilled enough. You can monetize all of your skills and feel the acceptance. Say to yourself, I am complete just the way I am. Take a deep breath in and feel it anchoring in your body. And also say to yourself, I am lovable the way I am. With all of my imperfections, I am me. It is safe to be me. It is safe to be visible. It is safe to speak my truth. It is safe to feel myself as the highest being, as the super high consciousness, as the unified consciousness, infinite consciousness, my God self. It is safe to thrive into that being of who I really am and anchor into it, because the illusion is that we are coming into that state and we come out of that state. But in reality, you are always in here, in now, in that moment of where you are that. That's something that is undescribable. That's something that you can say, I am that. I am. Just like Nisargadatta Maharaj was describing when he spoke to his students. And you are allowed to thrive by being that. So give yourself a moment and give yourself that permission of being that what you really are. And feel what has changed here in that what you are, when you gave yourself more allowance, more permission of being that. There is a certain delusion in our mind, and the mind creates separation from what we really are by telling you that you're coming in and out, in and out, in and out. It's not true. You are always that, you have always been, and you will be always that. And feel the difference in now. What is happening? It's amazing. It's just incredible. And it's so simple. You were never separated. You're always that. And there is a pure ecstasy of being, pure essence of that which you are, and something that does not need the permission to exist. And from that space, you don't need the permission to act the game and be any avatar you would like to be. You have taken a certain avatar already to play the game, but that's not what you are. And from that space, you can be anything. You can just share more love, more kindness, more compassion, more feeling of the essence of what you are. You can just enter the room and radiate that light that is going to and is always emanating from the essence of what you are inside of you. I know you can feel it now, which is absolutely amazing, because that is also part of why I'm coming here on every day, to share that feeling, that state of being, that joy, that love, that happiness, that ecstasy, that nirvana, that simplicity in being of what you are, with no expectations, with no false vision, with non-illusion that is trying to compress you into something that you're not. And it's so easy, and it's so light, and it's so amazing that you want to share with even more and more people. Fantastic. And notice that the field of what you are, let's call it a field for a moment, because it's not even a field, but its essence, wherever that you are, is limitless. How beautiful it is that now you can do anything from that. And of course, you can amplify even more love and kindness in that essence of what you are, and multiply it million times, 10 million times, 100 million times, a billion times, and zillion times. There is no limits of that love and kindness expanding in the universe. It goes beyond the planets. It's like all the space possible we can think and imagine with our mind, which is anyways limitless, expands in love and kindness. Joy of being, it's the highest in a scale of the frequencies where we measure it. The joy is above love. And enlightenment is straight after the joy, is 1000. Whatever they've measured into, I forgot, is it the hertz, megahertz? I don't remember. But you can feel it. And that's the goal. You're never separated from that. And that's okay to feel high on being. That's okay to be high and liberated from everything that illusion around you were trying to structure and cut you into the net of something and hold you there and suppress somehow. You're free of that. You've been just unchained because you were never chained. It was an illusion. Your mind told you that you were. So all the belief structure that you used to have in the avatar and the mind that might have ruled your life is collapsed now. It's dissolved. From this space, you can create anything. You want to be a millionaire, you can be a millionaire. You want to attract your right partner, that's the game. You want to enjoy the intimacy, love, you can do it, you can have it. Everything is doable, achievable, and available. And your word in that state is a command to the energetic field around you. All the doors, all the windows, everything opens for you right now in that moment where delusion just dropped. There is no power that can anyhow suppress you or hold you into limitations of what you used to believe you are. And from that field, of course, it's easy to be, it's easy to play. There's a lot of playfulness, there's a lot of joy, there is a lot of creativity comes your way because you're so connected with the source. You are the source yourself. And you feel that connection right now. You feel it. You feel the joy, the lightness, the fun of the game. There's a lot of playfulness. Who do I want to be? What I'm going to create from that space? How my life is going to be now that I'm never ever separated from my real self of what I am. That's the divinity point. That's the infinity. There is a little point that it goes into infinity. And here is your past, and here's your future. But you are right here, right now. So none of it exists. It just flows in front of you in the moment of now. You're watching your own film, the movie with the actor who is you, who is the creator of the game, who is the actor of the game, the director of the game. You're watching it from now and here as the movie is like on the film through the light of your own being shows itself on the screen, but you are still in here and now, and you just watch it as passing by, passing by. But anything and everything can be created in that space with your special abilities of the divine self. So now that we have dissolved all the illusion and you feel that you can even multiply more the vibration of love and kindness. You can feel the avatar is vibrating even more of love, even more of joy, more of kindness, more of ecstasy, more of light. That's the moment where you are enlightened already. And I have been chasing enlightenment for so many years in my life. But you don't need to change to chase it. It's the moment where you lose the seeker. The seeker is dissolved because that was the mask, the identity of an ego who created limitations. You are enlightened in the moment of here and now. But all you need to do is to tune with that enlightenment. You need to tune, and that's where you exactly are. That's exactly where you are in the moment of here and now. You're tuned. You are aligned with your highest self, the highest being of what you are. Whew, so much of liberation, so much of freeing, so much of wow, delicious state. Now, let's invite all the animals. I think we're doing it already for 45 minutes. So thank you whoever stayed with me. I've been just in a flow as I look at the screen. I'm just dissolving. I don't see even my own face. And there is a beautiful meditation you also can do sometimes whenever you feel in your life like you are ready for it. You can stare literally at your face and in the mirror, and it will dissolve at some point. The longer you look at yourself, then you'll disappear. And that's another proof that you never existed as a body and it's just the game. So let's invite animals into the field of highest frequency where you are enlightenment as you aligned with the frequency of what you are. And let's let them thrive into the love and kindness of that extremely generous being that you are, extremely loving, compassionate, and very tuned with the nature that you have created for the sake of the planet being abandoned in it. Let's invite our brothers and sisters, animals, because they're also taking avatars, the energy, the consciousness that what we all are, playing the game by being an animal. And surround them with love and kindness as much as you can. Then invite all the beings in the oceans. Invite the fish, the octopus, the whales, the dolphins into this highest frequency. I love the energy of the dolphins. And let's invite also today the dragons. I'm fascinated about the dragons. I love them. I have my dragon painted for me and channeled energetically by a Balinese painter in Bali. I'll show you someday. Maybe next time I come online with you, I'll show you the dragon. So invite all the living beings on the planet Earth, the insects, even the mosquitoes that bite you sometimes, they all have their own space. They all have an order in that chain of existence. And then let's invite all the waters. The water can hold the highest frequency, and we have generated so much of frequency of the highest vibration of love and kindness. Let's recharge, let's charge the water with that energy. All the oceans, all the rivers, all the waterfalls, even the water in the wells, everything, lakes, the seas, surround them with love and kindness, and surround all our planet with love and kindness as much as you can. Feel how high you're vibrating right now. You can get so easily high in this life on just your own being and what you are that you don't need any drugs. You don't need anything. You just need to constantly remind yourself that you never, ever, ever are out of that state. You're always tuned to that higher being that you are. Beautiful, amazing. I can feel that you got it with me. You get to the highest realm where you are, and keep staying there. Do not let anyone to take you off your feet. Remember, you're there, right in a higher realm, and you don't need to come back here. But if your mind somehow will convince you at some point that you've lost it, because lots of people, when they come to the gurus, they say, I've lost it. I felt in ecstasy. I felt that love. I felt amazing. And now I feel like a piece of crap. So that's the mind trying to hypnotize you. Don't believe your mind whenever it tells you that. Bring yourself in the moment of here now, carry on breathing, and remind yourself what you are not, so then you can easily get to the essence if there is a need. And if you are again being convinced by the illusion, then you can easily do it by yourself. Very soon, like the longer you practice with me, the better master of that state you become. And that's also my intention, to be here with you on every evening, 8 p.m. Bali time. Very rarely I'm not coming out online, only if there is extremely an important thing that I cannot cancel. Like, let's say the cacao ceremony. I've started singing recently, and it's at actually 6:30 p.m. and it lasts by 9 p.m. So only at that times I won't be able to be here in a physical form that I'm not anyways, but Then I will record for you a recording and I will post it on my Instagram. If you haven't been on my Instagram yet, it's Victoria, spelled through V and C, kind of British way, Holmes, as a Sherlock Holmes sister, hypnosis. Victoria Holmes Hypnosis. You can find me on Instagram. Every day I post in my stories link to here. And if it happens, I won't be able to be here, I'll post pre-recorded video for you so you can do this practice daily and you will be noticing so many things as that higher something, higher being, higher essence, higher self, the consciousness that you are, higher super consciousness, as Osho has called it, as that when you tune with what you are, all the karma dissolves. It's like by practicing, by doing this daily. And I know my intention in the beginning, it was only to do this practice 20, 25 minutes. Now it got into almost an hour. However, when you practice this kind of practices, your karma is dissolved along with all the forms, all the masks, all the belief structure that you believe yourself, that you have believed yourself into, that other people believed yourself into, that other people have projected into you to be. Everything dissolves. And of course, your life becomes lighter as a result of it. Not that you're only creating more peace on the planet Earth. And you stop the wars by doing this practice. And so our children, our grandchildren, our friends, and ourselves can have a beautiful, peaceful lives. On top of that, you're dissolving your old karma from your past life, so from this life that you have created. So you can only benefit from this practice. And that's exactly what is happening for you. And I am extremely, extremely grateful for you to be here today with me. And I am very proud of you, especially those who I see your names appearing here on the screen. I know you're sending me messages. I'm not able to read it. Because I'm always in the flow, always dissolving myself as I dissolve your identities and support you to dissolve wherever egos you have attached yourself into. So if you would like to write me a message, you can always write it under the video, any of the videos. I'll see it later and I will respond to it if it's in the topic of what we are discussing here, okay? It's my main goal. That's my beauty. That's my pleasure of sharing with you. Okay. That's part of my mission, if there is any mission in the something that I am not. But yes, I will be here and I will do my best to dissolve your identity. That is the only obstacle on your way to be happy, to be joyful, to be enlightened, to create a beautiful life of game. I used to believe that you need to really, 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 really renunciate everything. And many monks doing that. And it's okay, that's the path. And I did it in the past. Now I believe that you can enjoy the life. And I believe it's also a female way of being. It's to have the ecstasy, have the fun, have the playfulness, have the creativity, just play the game the best you can, self-realize yourself, help others or support others on their way to self-realization, and create a beautiful game together in the consciousness that we are all playing, because it's all the dream anyways. It's like when you go to sleep, you dream. And my guru said, actually, and my main guru that I dearly followed for many, many years and loved and still love with my whole heart, is Nisargadatta Maharaj. And I am incredibly grateful and always will be for his words, for his self-realization, and I bow to his feet. And I really, 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 I literally, like, I want to cry how grateful I am from him passing his knowledge to the world. And if you haven't ever read the classic book of the whole philosophy of spirituality, Advaita Vedanta, I highly recommend you to read the book I Am That I Am. It's not an easy, sorry, it's hold on. It's not an easy read. It's might be challenging for some people. And you can read one page couple of days or month. You can just come back and rereading it again and again and again and again until your mind will grasp it. And that's exactly what happened to me. I've been on the path of self-realization since 11 years now. Actually longer, from 2012. So it's almost 14 years, but doesn't matter. Long time, long enough to get to where I am. And I want you to be here with me. I know that you are now, and it's absolutely fantastic. And I want you to keep coming back here and doing this practice. Let's gather more people. Send a message to your friends, to your family, to your beloved ones. Invite people to liberate themselves, because that's what this practice is doing. And that's what I am supporting everybody to achieve. So moksha, liberation, samadhi, anyhow it's been called in the spiritual world, is available to you, and that's what you are. So keep coming back, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's the longest live I've done on this channel. It's been 58 minutes, so I'm incredibly happy that some of you had stayed, some of you popped in, popped out, gone to do your life or any work or anything you had to pursue. And let's create this community and let's make more people higher, just high, and enjoy their lives, because giving is pleasure. And more you give, more you receive. There is a circle that doesn't stop itself. It's the universe, the whole universe is going to support you if you are doing one cause for the whole humanity. And it's like, again, I'm just feeling like a tears of joy and tears of gratitude are right now in my eyes, because I know that the God, wherever God you believe into, or call it universe or the highest, wherever, something that is also you on another level, but that's something that is moving the planets in the universe, is going to support you. Anything, if your business, if your passion is about ecology, nature, it's some creating eco project or giving more abundance to people, you will be so incredibly abundant. And if you are not, then keep coming back here. I will support you to get you to where you're supposed to be. Every person who's got a good heart, I believe, deserves happiness, joy, ecstasy, and a lot of abundance. We are all abundant beings. We just been hypnotized into something else. And I want to break that whole belief system, because it used to frame me, and I used to shrink, and I used to, yeah, this was a lot of things that I had dissolved in myself. So much love. I'm finishing it now, sending you much love that we have created all together. Remember what you are, and I see you here tomorrow. Call your friends, call your people, subscribe to this channel, send the links to your friends, send the link to that particular video, is going to be saved today. And I think it's the 47th or 48th time I've been doing it here with you as a community. And let's spread the good. Much love. And I see you here next time. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, life, and keep coming back here.